Hello and welcome to the Fog channel. We're finally back with a Destiny 2 video. I want to talk about the matchmaking in Destiny 2 and why is it still not available for all the activities in the game? Why does Bungie seem to see it as a problem? I definitely want your opinion on this, so make sure that you comment below once you finish the video. I don't know about you, but I took a very long break from the game. I literally did not touch Destiny from around about October time until the Witch Queen DLC was released. And even then, I haven't played it all that much. I've actually been playing Elden Ring and some other games. I haven't even finished the campaign for Witch Queen, to give you an idea. And all of this is exactly why I wanted to put this question forward to all of you fellow Destiny 2 Guardian players. Is it finally time for Bungie to add matchmaking to all the activities inside Destiny 2? Because personally, I think they have to. In fact, I think they're about 2 or 3 years late in adding it in. Now bear with me and let's look at this objectively and truthfully. All in all, Destiny is pretty much 8 years old. Yes, sure, it's evolved lots. In fact, if you take into account all the differences between when Destiny 2 first launched and the current Destiny 2, I'd even go as far as saying that it is closer to being Destiny 3 than Destiny 2. But nonetheless, what really matters is that Destiny, whether you agree or you don't agree, is for sure an old game. For anyone that has played since the beginning, such as myself, the game is essentially the same. The mechanics, the weapons, the loot, the activities, it's all more or less the same, which basically makes it exhausting to play. The repetitiveness becomes too much to be able to truly enjoy the game in the same kind of way it was enjoyed when it was new or newer. Sure, it's still an excellent game and lots of veterans still play it, but it's just not quite the same after you pour 8,000 hours into it, you know? Now for new players, it's a totally different story, I get that. But that's a whole different video. My point is, once a game becomes this old and repetitive as a byproduct, as a developer or publisher, ideally you want to try and retain as many players as you can. And the best way to do that is to facilitate its gameplay loops by providing well-designed and easy to use access tools. Basically, I play Destiny every day or every other day, but usually I get bored after an hour or so because I can't be bothered to just do strikes or bounties or the current seasonal activity. Definitely not Gambit. But if there was a mechanic of some kind where I could quickly matchmake to do a dungeon or a Grandmaster Nightfall or even the raid, I'd probably be encouraged to try and do those activities, which would keep me more connected and engaged with the game. Because the game is now so old, the people in my clan, they have their own core group of people and they have their own things to do. So I don't just want to come on and ask them, hey, come and do the dungeon with me. That's terribly unfair, especially when I don't even play that often. And I know exactly what a lot of you will say in response to this. Oh, you should go on LFG, blah, blah, blah. No, I should not have to go onto a third-party website or even Bungie's app because that takes a lot of effort. And usually there is a heck of a lot of messing around because people say yes, but then they leave. And then someone else joins. But then someone else is under level. And then someone else has a mic and you don't want to use the mic. Or you have a mic, but they don't have a mic. Whatever it usually is, it tends to be a shit show. And by the time you're all ready to go, 20 minutes, half an hour has gone past. And all you've done is mess around in apps and websites. And you've gotten nowhere. Not to mention that in most cases, these people are absolute arseholes. But you feel committed and you feel bad for leaving. So you end up staying. But you're hating every minute of it. And it's just not worth it. So no, I absolutely hate having to go through all these steps and having to deal with silly people when all I want to do is chill out and play a little Destiny, you know? Especially when Destiny has a matchmaking mechanic already built in. And all Bungie have to do is turn it on and activate it for these other activities. It's really that simple. Sure, there's going to be people in AFK and people disconnecting, but that already happens with the activities that have matchmaking turned on. And we all seem to live with it. Now, this isn't me criticizing the game. In fact, it's probably in the best place it's ever been. But it is still the same old Destiny under all the bells and whistles at the surface. Adding an in-game matchmaking service would be an outstanding an excellent thing to do at this stage in its lifespan. Or even at least for the dungeons and the Grandmaster Nightfalls. I can see how it could be tricky with the raid because there's save points and, But for everything else, surely it makes sense. Anyway, that is it from me. What do you guys think? turn matchmaking on or leave it all as it is. I can definitely see this being more popular with solo players than players that already have their groups ready. But in any case, please go ahead and comment below your thoughts on this particular matter. Thank you all very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.